Things have changed in Kolkata over the past decade. Like most of India, brand new shopping malls are testament to progress. Its visitors the symbol of aspiration. But don't be fooled. Kolkata has its fair share of slums. The government defines a slum as areas where buildings are unfit for human habitation. This is the story of how your money helps Kolkata slum children to escape their fate. Nazia is up at the crack of dawn. She has to clean the house, fetch water from the pumps in the streets, buy food in the local markets, and that's before Nazia even thinks about going to school. She shares this floor space with 7 other families. It's something from Victorian England. Nazia knows education is the only way out of these slums, and it's thanks to Global Care that she's able to go to school.
I would have had to do all of the housework if I didn't come here. I would have missed all the wonderful things that happened at the Pavement Club, especially the Bible Club and the stories about Jesus. I wouldn't have learned any of this if I stayed at home.
Before Nazia goes to school, she makes sure she pops into the Emmanuel Ministries, the home of the Pavement Club. It got its name because its founder, Vijay and Pavamani, spotted slum children on the city streets and train stations. He started to set up classes and the project grew, from around 30 children in 1997 to more than 350 today. For almost a decade, their schooling was on the city's pavements.
They wanted to go to school, they were getting into trouble. So that's how the school started with 9 kids. We used the chapel premises really. It grew in 3 years to 300. While we were doing that, we saw the children on the platform and wanted to start a home because you have to take them somewhere from that place. You can't really reach out to them and let them be in that same horrible situation.
Emmanuel Ministries is a Christian organisation, a minority religion in India. It never converts its children or forces them to believe in Jesus. But biblical teachings are at the heart of everything it does. The generosity of Global Care sponsors means that children from 4 to 18 get their schooling for free. They bathe, they have breakfast and lunch, and they get free school uniforms.
They're supposed to keep it clean and come back.
What do they?
They do. We have to work with the parents sometimes. You can't blame them. Some of them have no water regularly. Then we give them soap for a week so they can do the clothes.
Former pupils like Sujita come back to pass on their experiences of the outside world to students here. Giving something back is an ethos of Emmanuel Ministries. Sujita makes a living as a dance teacher, yet without help from Global Care, her future would have been much, much different.
If I didn't come here, I would have been married off when I was 12 or 13. That's because, according to our Hindu customs and beliefs, we are married off very early and very quickly.
A few miles away in Jadavpur is the Pavement Club's sister college, the Calcutta Emmanuel School. Pauline Bhavan is the home where some of the children stay.
You have to make it soluble first. Okay.
This is where some of the slum kids go to complete their education and hopefully progress to university. Some of the children live on site. And for just £22 a month, your money makes sure there's a future for some of the world's most deprived families.
The presence of iron in classroom.
When they come in a nursery, they're absolutely raw. But these 18 years of working with them, when they go out in class after class 12, it's absolutely like a metamorphosis. They go out like a butterfly.
Excuse me, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Mariama is one of those metaphorical butterflies. She's been looked after by Global Care since she was orphaned at 2. Global Care brought her to Kolkata from Mumbai. As you speak to current and former students here, there's one recurring theme: using the power of education to make life better for others.
I've seen a lot of suffering and a lot of pain in the society. So that's how I got inspiration to take sociology as my subject. I want to help in NGO and help the children.
Thank you guys for being here on this Monday.
But your money also helps Emmanuel Ministries to develop its staff, and this is immensely important. You see, India may be the world's largest democracy, but it has its fair share of awful human suffering.
We make them aware of a world outside that could traffic them. And we use our children to do the drama. Most people can relate to something they can see, which is enacted rather than listen to a long talk. And we found that our children actually working, creating awareness with alcoholism and trafficking, really make an impact because everybody gets the message.
And thanks to Global Care, Emmanuel Ministries can help those without a voice. Today, hundreds are out on the streets in protest about the children and women who are raped, beaten or killed every year, but suffer in silence.
It's not even human, some of the things that happen to children. So this is a baby, really 2 years and a few months old in one of our homeless communities, who used to come with her grandmother because her mother is mentally challenged. Apparently the child was seen by a stable worker who is from Bihar. One night, just 2 weeks ago, when they were asleep under the bridge, the baby was picked up. Because it's out in the open, anybody can do that. And by the time the grandmother noticed the child was missing within a few hours, he had already brutalized her. He had raped her and killed her in the most horrible way and left the body near Victoria Memorial in one of the drains.
These stories are a far cry from our lives 5,000 miles away. Global Care has been helping the developing world for 30 years. The Pavement Club and Emmanuel Ministries are 2 of 40 projects it supports.
Here were children who were literally brought from the rubbish dump to us. They were literally being thrown away by their parents. They don't know anything about them. We don't know anything about their background. All we know is that they were thrown away, literally thrown away. And I had the pleasure of meeting them and their children. They are completely independent. They are able to work, they're married, they have children of their own, their children are going to school. We have broken the cycle of poverty.
Back at the Pavement Club, and everyone knows that education is the way out of the slums. That's why Muhammad comes back to mentor, lead and inspire students here. He works in a call centre while studying for a degree.
I know that education is a very important thing of everybody, not only for me, because today's world, each and every kid should be educated, because without education, they can't be able to fulfill their dreams or needs or anything they want.
Christians remain a minority religion in India, and in Kolkata, worshippers are a big family. So why is it important that we continue to donate to a country expected to be a future economic superpower?
All the multinationals are supposed to have some social involvement, but they choose and pick, you see. And basically for Christian organizations, it is always last in our country.
These inspiring stories are only made possible because of you. Without your help, these children have no future.